Welcome to the Absolutely Improvised Monologue. My name is Paul Briel, and I am the Absolutely Improvised Monologuist. So the way we play this, there's going to be a prompt on here, and the person who's sent it, I get one word. The one word is going to inform, infuse, intellect, ingratiate, indigo, in your face, mother. Sorry, I'm kidding. But it's going to be where the monologue comes from. The platform is a guy called a Pork Chop. And he is going to tell you a story from his upbringing. He will bring you a story of his life. So, without further ado, officer, I'm telling you, like I never said it before. Here's the thing. When I went into the store, I was just going to get a bottle of wine for me and my girlfriend. That was going to be the whole thing that I was going to buy, just one bottle, and I know we were going to go by the tracks, over up the street block, and drink the bottle of wine, and hold hands, talk about our future, and maybe about Frank Sinatra. That was the whole thing, right? But then these kids were in there, and they were like, "Hey, can you buy us, more beer?" And I said, "No, you're only kids." And they said, "Pork Chop, we know who you are. You're only 17." I said, "Well, I don't know who you are, but you can't be more than 12. They're like, "We're 15. I said, "You're 12. We're 15. We're 12. Fine, I don't care. I ain't buying you no beer." So I don't buy the beer. I buy a bottle of really high class Annie Green Springs. Do you understand, officer? I love my Gail. Only the best for my Gail. Something I didn't realize we got out to the tracks that she don't drink. Anyway, so I take a sip. I pass her the bottle. She holds the bottle. And I'm waiting. She passes it back. I take another sip. Pass it back. She's waiting. I'm waiting. She ain't drinking nothing. Finally, after 3 or 4 or 6 sips, I say, "Hey, Gail, don't you like the wine?" She says, "Not so much there, Pork Chop. I would have preferred if you got some cream soda from the Bonnie Miss on Cicero Avenue." I said, "Cicero Avenue? I don't got no car. And that's heavy." She said, "We could have borrowed my dad's car and gone to the Bonnie Miss and got some cream soda and then paid a little extra for the deposit. And then tomorrow we could bring the bottles back and get the deposit back. You want a case of Bonnie Miss pop to drink?" And she looked at me, and I could swear the look of disappointment in her eyes, it broke my heart into 100 tiny little thousands of pieces. So I said to her, "Okay, tomorrow we'll get your dad's car. We'll go over there to the Bonnie Miss, and we'll get a case of whatever you want, or 2 cases. I don't care, because what Gail wants, Gail gets." And she said, "That's just perfect, Pork Chop. I do love you." I said, "I do love you too." She said, "Here's how much I love you." And she took that bottle of wine and she poured it out. And I just smiled, because I don't need wine. I got Gail, right? The problem is, when she's pouring it, it slipped out of her hand and rolled down the hill right to where you and I are standing right now. And, well, I told her to stay up here. She don't need to see you. You don't need to see her. She didn't do nothing. My Gail is an angel. Do you understand me, officer? She's an angel. And she didn't have no alcohol. I only had 4 or 7 or 8 sips. But I got to be in good shape, because tomorrow I got to go to Bonnie Miss to get some cream soda. So please allow me this mutual transgression, and let's not make a federal felony out of this, okay? I deeply appreciate you. Have a good day, officer.